Hi, how you doing today? My name is Sansaray McWilliams. I'm an alum and former intern from IC Stars.
And my name is Diane Poindexter, and I am also a former intern and current alum of IC Stars.
What we're doing here today is we're going to give you more about the program, try to give you tips about the internship, and see can we get you guys to come down and actually apply for the internship. So we're just going to go with a little of how IC Stars is. Our program is a 4-month, 16-week internship. Okay, so for those 4 months and 16 weeks, you will be coming in as a computer consultant. You will actually be given a real live project, and you will be working on that project with a team. There are going to be 20 interns per 4 months, 16 weeks. That per month, 16 weeks, that's called one cycle. During that cycle, like I said, you guys will be computer consultants, and you'll be answering your RFP from your client. Once you get into your teams, that team of 20 will be breaking off into 4. Those 4 teams will actually be bidding on that RFP. There will be a little competition process. It's really fun competition, but what you guys are going to do is take that RFP, break it down, and develop a presentation. In that presentation, they're going to pick, your client is going to pick out of the 4 teams which model, which presentation that they want to go with, what model that they want to actually adapt to be whatever application, a mobile application, a mobile app, a website, anything to that nature. You're going to be building it, and you're going to develop that out of that RFP. During my process of IC Stars, I actually was a client for Kraft Foods. We came in, answered the RFP for Kraft Foods, put it down in presentations, as I said before. One of our teams won, then we went straight on to building. Was that similar to you?
Yep, that's similar to how my story sort of happened. I actually came in to IC Stars after Sansaray, and I was cycle 31, you were cycle 30, yeah?
Yeah, cycle 30.
So the way it sort of works is like, you're like picked from I'll say like maybe about 400 candidates.
Yeah, it's about 400.
And out of these 400 people, there are only 20 that are taken on to have internships. I was a part of that internship program. And while you're an intern, you get a problem or some sort of systematic situation from this company that they need you to find a solution for. So my client was TTX. And TTX is a company that deals in railroads and train tracks. TTX is sort of like the little red wagon of all of the carts that go on trains. So what we had to do for TTX was to like take information about their locations and then put it into an application on your cell phone so that you could like sort of see everything that was going on at the different TTX locations around the U.S. So during the time that I was at IC Stars, it was 4 months, 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. We were there from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And literally you're working every day once you get the RFP from the client to solve this problem. And no matter how far you get like within the development process, it's always a win-win because you're helping the client out. When you come into this program, IC Stars, you're novice. You don't know a whole lot.
Exactly.
You don't have to know a whole lot. That's the reason why we're on this job hotline at CanTV.
Exactly.
To give people a chance to change their careers. And that's what IC Stars does. So we were set up to sort of gain skills in IT. Yeah. Whether it's quality assurance, trying to make sure that the apps work right on your cell phone, like your actual cell phone. We're building stuff for these things. Yeah. We're actually looking at databases behind here and seeing like what's going on and finding patterns. We're project managing these things from start to finish. And all that is done at like a regular firm in different like cubicles, and sometimes they're big and sometimes they're small, but IC Stars gives you an opportunity to change your career and then move into a different direction of creativity under the IT umbrella. So it's all information technology stuff. I remember looking back at Sansa Ray's group because there's been so many cycles. Like, this program has been around
since 1999.
Since 1999. So, like, there's always alum and, like, past people that come through the building that you can meet while you're actually in your internship.
And that helps.
Yeah, they definitely help. So I was like a student to Sansa Ray's team. Like, they actually built an app that worked like Temple Run, right?
I mean,
for
we actually, we worked for craft. We weren't as like intricate as you guys was, but we did build a game. So our game was built to kind of influence children to make better, pick better choices for food. So it wasn't that you couldn't eat any bad food, but you had the choice of eating good and bad food. So if you made the balanced choice, you were winning in the game. So if you ate too many bad foods, the lunch lady will get you. So our game was called Lunch Lady Madness, and we actually developed a game for craft foods. And it was fun to do. We learned a lot during that. And just to go back over some of the things that Diane had to say to you, we are building applications. So this is web development, and you're learning how to code. It's called learning. It's called coding. Within being a web developer or learning how to code, behind those scenes, like she says, is project management. So now you're learning how to project management actual a team, but it's more of an information technology team. It's more of a development team, so you're learning behind the scenes what it takes to actually the process, the steps, the stages
to build the actual app or to build the actual website. Using different platforms. Like, we might not just build the apps for clients. They might need a website. They might need a database, and you'll learn all of this stuff in this 12-week program, 16-week program? 16-week program. And you're there 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. We did it. It's hard. It's not a game, but it's a life changer. So that's the reason to give us a call. That's the reason to ask any questions.
Right now, call 312-738-1060. You see that number down below, and shoot us some questions. Shoot us what it took us to get through the program. I mean, because it's just not learning how to build, like I said, programs. It's also leadership there. There's also a business part in there. The technology is big, but the leadership part in there, it's going to take you to where you're going into different communities, doing community service for people. You're actually even going into you and learning your management styles, learning how you're learning
skills.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's helping you stay on point with your task. Seeing what tasks that you need to be done, do it first, even if it's hard. Time management is everything. So in this program, you are putting into yourself and building yourself, your professionalism, but you're also throwing in there technology, and you're learning how to build mobile games, mobile applications, websites, and you're learning how to be behind the scenes and manage. What you say, if you're a project manager, you're using a method called agile methodology to actually work with your team and manage that project with your team and your client. You're also coming together and QAing. It's called what is that? QA is some quality assurance.
Yeah,
quality assurance agent. Those are actual jobs as well. So if you're a QA agent, you're taking the app and you're trying to see whatever it's in that application that you can break it down. Like, can you get through the password? Once you through the password, can you get through this? And
is it a smooth transition? Are there any bugs? Because I actually worked at a big company named Solstice, and Solstice Mobile does a lot of apps for like a lot of name brand huge companies that you would never even like know. Behind the scenes, we were working on some stuff for John Deere, Discover.
Exactly.
We were working on some stuff for the Department of Unemployment Resources.
Right.
And those apps are currently on the market. Job Prep is an app that's on the market right now through the fact that I went through the IC Stars program, finished that program, was able to be a resident of the program, and I gained opportunities in jobs. Like, IC Stars is a staffing company for IT individuals that you don't have to know anything. Like, you don't have to know anything. All you have to do is fill out the information, finish the application, and then go through the interview process. If you finish the interview process, you may be picked to work with individuals that you don't know and get her done. Like, and it's possible because we're sitting here living proof to let you know that the program works. And we actually have a slideshow to bring to the table and explain more so
about the program. So it's just as where we go. It says Dare to Dream. So here it's our beautiful co-founder. Really Sandy Castro. Like I said, she actually co-founded IC Stars in 1999. Her whole thing was to identify untapped talent. She wanted to provide business leadership and technology, and her goal was to establish 1,000 leaders by the year 2020. And like I said, she's doing this by leadership, business, and technology. So she's taking a part of leadership, and you're gonna go into a week, and it's called Team Week, and it's building your team. You don't know those 20 people that you're sitting around the table with.
That's the first iteration, we'll call it.
Exactly.
Of IC Stars.
Exactly. So you go through Team Week, and you get to know those 20 people that you're sitting around that table with, because you got to understand, you're going to be with these people 5 days a week, 12 hours a day, because we are 8 a.m. from 8 p.m. Monday through Friday. Those are the hours of operation of IC Stars. So you're going to deal with the little community service, and like I said before, you're going to learn your learning styles, whether you're a visual learner, you know what I'm saying, whether you're more of a learner that has to write it down. It's really up to you on how you kind of learn, but it's good that you identify your learning styles. That management style, I told you before, it's managing different teams, but it's also managing yourself. With that is time management. So you know, if you're using your management styles and you have a project that needs to be done, and this project needs to be done first, your time management kicks in and says, let me do what's needed to do first, and whatever else, let me put that in the sidebar. So you're learning how to actually pivot that really well within IC Stars. That business part is that entrepreneurship. So we love for you to come down, sit down, and brainstorm. A lot of people have different business ideas caught up in their head, and they never sit down, get those ideas down on paper. That's brainstorming. We hope that if your business idea is viable, that you would take that idea and create opportunities for others. So hire from within IC Stars, especially if your business idea is booming and it's a great, valuable idea. Partnerships and name branding. IC Stars helps you with that. We actually let you partner with our network all the time, and we help you with name branding. We help you get your name out there, and so people can know this is what we're building, this is what we're doing. We're a team, and we're a part of the IC Stars network. Now let's dip over into the technology part. So within that technology, we said we have that mobile. So you're going from mobile games, mobile applications, okay? So behind that, as Diane said before, behind that is a database. That database is where all your information is stored. So we're teaching you how to build that database, but we're also using SQL, which is structured query language, for you to actually pull information. You're using SQL to pull the information from the database. So we're actually going through how you do that, and in that you have your social media, which is just different jobs right now. They're hiring for social media managers.
Social media management.
I mean, so you're going on there and you're actually creating content to actually go back and forth to create some type of I'm gonna say a business for a business, so clients can actually interact with that business through maybe Facebook, Twitter, different social media accounts of that nature. And then you have your BA, which is a business analyst. A business analyst actually looks at the integrity of the business. They sees what out there is your competition, what in there that you probably, in your analyst, you probably need some more marketing done in there. So your business analyst is going to take care of the overall structure of your company, but it's also going to help you with your clients too. So they're in that middle part helping as well, and that's a business analyst. So those are just some of the points that we have that go along with IC Stars. And then we're going to take Diane here, and she's going to tell us a little bit more about the internship structure of IC Stars.
Yeah, so it's funny that this picture popped up. We were using this Prezi, and that's me over in the corner. So really, when you come into IC Stars, it's sort of like a big Barney bag. Like, you never know what you're going to get each day. There's always something going on. And like we said before, there's about 400 people that are applying throughout the year in general. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but from those people that apply, there are 20 people that go through the program, 20 interns. And those 20 interns, every 4 months, so there's 4 month 4-month, how can I put it, 4-month intervals, or three intervals of 4 months in a year. So every 4 months, there's a 1,000-hour project going on, and it's project-based learning. So everything that you're doing, it's all about whatever the client needs. You learn this agile methodology, which is actually a turnaround from something that we called waterfall in the tech industry. And agile just sort of helps you work everything like natural life. If I could break it down, agile would be like making a pizza over and over and over. And you just never know what's going to happen or who's going to like what. So agile allows you within the development process to go back and work the problems out and see if the client actually likes it, or see if the customer enjoys it. Throughout those 3 sprints, you're actually using that time frame to work, rework, and push or produce some sort of app or website for IC Stars and the client. Geek Week is the first week, and you have social justice workshops during Geek Week. Coding classes like every, I'll say, Tuesday and Friday or Thursday, just to like sort of dive into coding deeper. You have high tea every day, which you get a CEO and sit with a CEO or some sort of a high level individual from tech companies to sit and talk for about an hour. And you can't be tardy, you can't be absent, because there's always something going on. Mock interviews, job shadows, we build resumes and have workshops. And you can always invite your family down. This is not just like a situation where, you know, it's hardcore intern learning based situation. This is a family environment. It's a safe space. And just give us a call, and we can answer some of your questions and see how it sort of works for you to enter into the system and get something going. So Sansaray is actually at the phones waiting for you guys to call in. And ask any questions about like sort of the structure or the application process of being a IC Stars candidate. The main things that we sort of say with IC Stars is that we find talent. So we're looking for people that are interested in changing their career. We're looking for individuals that maybe have an interest in IT, and you're just looking for an opportunity to sort of expand knowledge or put whatever you've learned so far into play. App development, website development, after you sort of go through the process, we're going to train you. You don't have to know anything. You can know a little bit. You can know a whole lot. This is an opportunity to get in a network where anything is possible when it comes to when it comes to IT with IC Stars. And then after you're trained, of course, we put you to work. So like a staffing company, IC Stars will help you find a job, literally. I've had 3 offers throughout IC Stars, and I finished the program about 1.5 years ago. And I've had jobs with big companies. I've had jobs with smaller, more private companies. And each time there's something different to learn. There's different positions. I was a project manager. I was a QA assistant, where I was using my phone every day. Well, not my phone, but the company's phones, to break an app, like to find bugs, to see if anything was wrong with the app. And the person that was sitting next to me was the developer. And if there was something wrong with the code or something wrong with the app, and I would tell them, like, hey, if you hit this button, this doesn't work. Or if you hit this, there's a pop-up. I would just let him know, and he would literally fix it in whatever time frame that we had to go to work. And by the end of the day, if that fix or that bug was done, then we could cross that off, our timeline, and tell our project manager, hey, we're done. On to the next thing. Let's talk to the client about what the client might want moving forward, because our timeline says that, we finished this or we finished that. So IC Stars gives you an opportunity to change your life, change your career. There's a lot of soul searching that's done. You're literally in the same space for 12 hours a day, 5 days a week. And it can be taxing sometimes on the brain, because you're so focused into what the client needs. And it's as if, sort of your life is unfolding as well, because 12 hours a day with people that you don't know, it's a beautiful thing, and you learn a lot about yourself because you have to work with other people that you don't know. It's like getting a new job, but at the same time being in college with your workmates at the same time. It's a really cool internship. It's for all ages, and I'll say all ages from age 18 and up. And I'm not kidding. You literally can be 45 looking for a career change. And IC Stars is a place to come. IC Stars is a place to check out. Call 312-738-1060 right now. And I'll give you more information on how you can apply with IC Stars. We have a website, which is I as in ice cream, C as in cat, stars.org. And you can go on that website to find out more information. IC Stars is located in the River North area. And if you want to go down there, I'm sure there are people always in the area. And I'll say it's sort of like a family mixed up with IT and innovation. If you have any questions, our CEO, her door is always open. There's always something going on, some sort of party or some sort of networking event. There's never any deadlines for application. IC Stars is always taking candidates. We're always looking for new people. And even though, you know, there might be a current session in cycle, there's still opportunity for you to sort of come in. So right now we have a session that's in session, and a cycle in session, I'll say. And the next one probably isn't going to start until 2017. So if you're looking for work and we're not open or available for you to sort of, you know, get the ball running immediately, I would say go find something to do, grab some sort of job where, you know, this is what I have right now. I'm going to work on my application with IC Stars because I'm looking to get into the IT industry. And when that next session opens up, your application will sort of be ready and the interview process will sort of go through and see what happens for 2017. We'll have a new president and we'll see what happens. So with innovation, I wish you guys the best out there, and I mean, anything's possible, so anything's possible. So yeah, just call in if you have any questions, and I'll switch back to the presentation and see if I can get an address here. Matter of fact, I actually have information for the guy that's the recruiter of IC Stars. His name is Rico Bryant, and this is his information. If you want to contact IC Stars directly and find out more information on the the application process, the interview process, what does it take and what do you have to do, call this guy, write down his email address. He'll be sure and happy to contact you back or answer the phone and give you any questions that he has available, any answers that you have available for him. And yeah, I wish you guys the best out there. If you have any questions on changing your career, call Rico Bryant, send Rico Bryant an email, and he will be sure to get back to you. If you have any questions for me, call now, because we're almost about to get out of here. It's amazing. It was a great experience. I'm from Cycle 31, and working for TTX was really amazing. Every time I see a train go past, I just remember how IC Stars impacted my life, and all the good things that are currently in store and in the making for app development and my future legacy. So yeah, call in. IC Stars is the place to be if you want any IT career changes in your life. And let's see here. Yeah, resources. If you guys want to sort of start learning out there on your own, I would suggest going to a couple of websites, and the first one will be Codecademy, and that's CODECADEMY. It's not Code Academy, it's Codecademy. It's free to learn coding. And there's a couple other websites out there, treehouse.com, teamtreehouse.com that is. 3wschools.com is good to start learning, and just brush up on your skills if you want to sort of be in the now of what's going on. And I wish you guys the best. So have a great night and enjoy.